This just in, Jay-Z is officially suing his accuser for defamation, and he's also suing her lawyer, Tony Buzbee. This case is wild. So you'll remember last year, a woman identified only as Jane Doe, and we still don't know her name, filed a lawsuit claiming that Jay-Z assaulted her when she was a child at an after party for the VMAs. These were explosive allegations, but then poof, the lawsuit was dismissed, and now Jay-Z is firing back with a lawsuit of his own, saying not only was it a lie, but that Jane Doe admitted it was a lie. So Jay-Z's defamation suit filed in Alabama claims that Jane Doe told his associates, so she told Jay-Z's associates, that she made it all up. But it gets even worse because Jay-Z alleges that she even told her lawyer, Tony Buzbee, that it didn't happen. But instead of stopping there, Buzbee allegedly encouraged her to keep pushing the false claims, and it gets even messier. So Jay-Z says that Jane Doe met with Buzbee for the first time the day that she went on NBC to publicly accuse him. And in a separate case against Buzbee in California, because Jay-Z has more than one case filed against Tony Buzbee, Jay-Z claims that Buzbee and his team tried to silence him, basically telling him that if he exposed the lies, they'd release another public statement against him. In the lawsuit, Jay-Z's lawyers actually go point by point listing all the ways that they say Jane Doe lied. Number one, they say she claimed Jay-Z was at the residence when the alleged assault happened. He says he has proof that he was actually at a public venue. He was at a club. Number two, she said she spoke to Benji Madden at the event, but he and his brother were on tour in the Midwest at the time. Number three, she said that she watched the VMAs on a Jumbotron. There was no Jumbotron. Number four, she said that she was able to approach Diddy's limo, but celebrity limos were separated by barricades and police officers, so it would have been difficult for her to get there. So basically, Jay-Z is saying that every major detail that she says has been disproven. Here's where the lawsuit got a bit uncomfortable and where I do have a bit of a critique. Jay-Z's lawsuit says that Jane Doe has personal struggles, saying that she has a history of mental health issues, financial hardship. She doesn't have custody of her children, at least not full custody. And the argument seems to be that she had a motive to lie for financial gain. Her parents also filed for bankruptcy. I really didn't love this part because having mental health issues doesn't mean that someone is lying. And bringing that up feels like a way to discredit her as a person based on mental health versus focusing on the facts. But legally, I think the attorneys did include that because it might paint her as an unreliable witness, an unreliable person, and they might be successful in persuading a jury that she wasn't acting in good faith if this ever gets to a jury. But let's get into what are Jay-Z's actual claims in the lawsuit. So he's accusing Jane Doe, Tony Buzbee, and others. Number one, he's accusing Jane Doe specifically and individually of defamation for making false claims about him. He's also alleging malicious prosecution against everybody for filing a lawsuit they allegedly knew was baseless, abuse of process for using the legal system to push a false narrative, and conspiracy for allegedly working together to fabricate this story.